It's 10 p.m. I am finally packed and I am ready to get on Holland America's Oosterdam for a trip of a lifetime. I am heading out to go to South America and Antarctica, a 22-day adventure, leaving from Santiago, Chile, going through Antarctica, and ending up in Buenos Aires. And I'm excited to take you along with me. Let's get started. You're watching Cruising with Dee. We leave early tomorrow morning. We are going to be going through Atlanta, and then we're going from Atlanta to Lima, Peru, and Lima, Peru to Santiago, Chile. Of course, there are some direct flights going from Atlanta all the way to Santiago, but we could not get anything but regular economy. And with my rheumatoid arthritis, we had decided it would be better to take something, at least for a good part of the trip, where I could lay my legs out straight. And so we got a very good upgrade price on Delta. So we're going to be on Delta One, going from Atlanta to Lima, and then we are going to be basic economy for like the 3-hour additional flight going from Lima to Santiago, Chile. We arrive in Santiago, Chile at 4:30 a.m., so like really, really early, but we bought an extra night at the hotel to make sure that we would be able to get to our room as soon as we arrived. There's no way we wanted to have to wait till 3 o'clock, being ever so sleepy. We want to get a little bit of rest before we explore the city. So this cruise is 22 days, and it goes from Santiago, Chile, down to Antarctica, around the Horn of South America, and then it ends in Buenos Aires. There are 10 ports for this cruise, plus 5 days in Antarctica. This is not one of those cruises which is called an expedition cruise, where you actually get out and you walk in the snow in Antarctica. This cruise for us just seems to work a lot better given my health concerns. But we'll have 5 whole days to see Antarctica, penguins, whales, icebergs. I mean, you get the whole experience. You just don't actually walk on land. I do consider it, though, going to Antarctica. So I'm considering this visiting my 7th continent, because I've been to the other 6. And when you take a cruise through the fjords, let's say, of New Zealand, you've been there, right? So I consider this going to Antarctica, even though we will not have our expedition and going out on land. So for me, though, this is a good way to get down to Antarctica. It's something I've wanted to do. My husband really didn't want to do it as much as I have wanted to do it. And the expedition cruises, which we had looked at, are extremely expensive. You're talking $15,000 to $20,000 per person. And although I was willing to give it a go, he didn't want to spend that much money for something that he wasn't quite as excited about as I am. But we got an incredible offer from Holland America for a free interior room, and we just had to say yes. Even my husband was like, well, all right, we're going to do it now. And so we are doing it, and we actually upgraded that room for a very decent price into a balcony cabin. So we have a balcony on this great cruise, which for me and for photography is going to be exceptional. I can't wait. I'm really into wildlife. I have never been to this part of the world. The furthest south I've been, South America, has been Colombia. And so this is really going to be new countries, new things to see, new cultures, and incredible wildlife and scenery. So for me, besides my video equipment, I have my usual camera that I'm filming, which is my iPhone 14 Pro Max. I'm also bringing along my new DJI Osmo Pocket 3, which is a brand new camera. Everyone's been talking about it online, so I'm excited to see what that does for my video taking. I have my Insta360 with me for certain viewpoints that I can't get otherwise. And I am taking my 35mm camera with me. I have a Nikon. I haven't taken it around for years because of weight and because it's very hard to do video and also do photography well, but I have such a long time on this cruise that I thought it was going to be worth doing that. So I am bringing all of it, and it just makes for some very heavy carry-ons. We got packed up, and that was, after the holidays, as I mentioned, I didn't have a lot of time to put this all together. But we have that beautiful level 8 luggage that was provided to us from the level 8 company for this trip. And my husband and I each packed one of their check luggage, and we are each at 49.5 pounds. And plus we have an additional smaller case that is also checked luggage. We couldn't quite get it, the rest of what we wanted to bring, which was 2 really heavy coats and some hiking shoes, couldn't get it into our carry-on, and so we have a medium-sized case from level 8 that we are taking as well. So a lot more luggage than we normally take. We kind of packed really for about 10 days of clothing because we're going to do laundry twice on the ship, and just had kind of a lot of packing. One thing you have to know when you do go to Antarctica, if you are going at all to other parts of South America, it's summer in South America, so summer in Santiago, summer in Buenos Aires, but it is very much winter in Antarctica, so you're packing for 2 completely different climate zones. And so I'm going to layer a lot. I have a lot of t-shirts with thermal long sleeve shirts that I'm going to be wearing, and just all sorts of layering to make this work for the trip. So I'm also very excited to be sailing with Holland America. Again, it's been 11 years since I've taken a Holland America cruise. I enjoyed my first cruise with them, but especially at that time in my life, it seemed to be a slightly older crowd. And I was excited about some of the other cruise lines a little bit more at the time. So it's been a while since I've been back, although I am excited to be back. I do think that HAL has some amazing itineraries, and they go some places. They have some slightly smaller ships, which I am looking forward to getting back to. And I think they go some places that really are different itineraries than the other larger cruise lines. So I'm excited about that. I hear the food is very good now. And I'm excited to tell you all about that experience and what it's like to be on Holland America and on one of their smaller ships as well. I think it's closer to about 2,000 people. Lately, I've been on some of the real giant ships like Wonder of the Seas and the Mardi Gras and those ships and Celebration. And as you know, those ships run 5,000 to 6,000 people. So that's going to be really fun. I enjoy a smaller ship and the different ambiance that gives you, especially when you are doing like heavy touring and not so much a Caribbean or a fun in the sun type of trip. Another thing that has been a concern of mine, and one of the reasons why I just finished getting ready, packing, getting my house ready for family who are taking care of my cats and cat care, and just getting my Christmas stuff packed away. It's really hard for me to travel at the very end of a holiday season. We do a big thing at my house. I have my daughter here from Japan. I had my mother-in-law here, and she has Alzheimer's, so a little more going on with that. In to visit us from California, and I had just my house was full of people, and we had a great traditional Christmas. And now, it left me very little time. My daughter actually is leaving to go back to Japan with us the same time, and we're all going to the airport pretty much at the same time. And then my mother-in-law, everyone else left within the last week, and so it's a lot. And so I just finished packing. I'm not sure I would do this again. It was hard to pass up this particular cruise, especially given a free cruise. But I am excited about it. Now that I'm ready, I can relax. And I just wanted to get this video in as a little bit of a preview so you know what's coming up. I do hope to be able to get some videos up from the ship. I'm not sure if I'll be able to. They do have Starlink, but that doesn't always mean I can upload videos. So I'm intending to try. I'd love to do a live stream or two, so we will see what that is like. But at least I wanted to let you know that this trip was happening and that I'm going to have so much content from it for you. I think that's about it for tonight. It's almost 10 p.m. here. I need to get some sleep before my early flight tomorrow morning. I will let you know all about it. So I'm hoping to do a vlog from Santiago before we get on the ship. And if not, I hopefully will see you next when I am on the Oosterdam. If you have questions about this trip, if there's anything particular you'd like to know, please let me know in the comments. I'll answer any questions that you might have. Make sure you subscribe and hit the notification button so you can follow along and find all of my other videos that will be coming on the Oosterdam, on Antarctica, and South America. Thank you so much for joining me. You've been watching Cruising with Dee.